Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome to a new series on the channel. And I've been looking for a little while for a new mod pack to play around with. I was looking at the possibility of making my own, and I wanted TerraFirmaCraft to be one of the base mods in the mod pack. And then I stumbled across TechNodeFirmaCraft on the ATLauncher. So I think we're gonna check this out. It's got a few high-tech mods in it, and has a quest pack with, or a hardcore questing mode with it as well. So I kind of like all of that stuff to go along together. And I haven't totally ended the Crash Landing series yet, but I do know that I've kind of come to the point where there's not much to do anymore. I have an episode in the works at the moment, but you know, it's just, after a while, you kind of run out of stuff to do. That mod pack was not entirely planned for very long, sustained play. Looks like this one may be a little bit better, and also, for anyone that has played TerraFirmaCraft, it is an extremely difficult version of the game. So, I have already set up a server for myself, and we're going to go ahead and hop in here. I have not loaded this world once, so I have no idea what the world is going to look like, and we're going to find it out together. I have not done anything with this mod pack, with the exception of just seeing how the game runs on my computer, which it may be a little bit choppy, and I may have to tweak some of my video settings to get a decent experience for you guys. So, bear with me here. Obviously, it's going to take a little while to load up, and hopefully the game doesn't crash. Okay, here we go. So, it looks like we've got some squid off in the distance. That would mean to me that we are right alongside an ocean. And so, I guess the first thing we ought to do then, since we have a quest book, is take a look at what we've got for quests. So, Start Crying, a TerraFirmaCraft-based progression mod pack with TechNode. This was designed and built by Bunsen, and thank you to all those who beta tested this. Special thanks to all the Minecraft mod developers, especially the TFC devs, and I'm not gonna even attempt to pronounce those names. TFC is TerraFirmaCraft. So welcome to TechNodeFirmaCraft. This is a progression mod pack, and you will gain access to increasingly advanced mods as you progress up the tech ladder. The quest should give you a good introduction to the early game and the TerraFirmaCraft changes made to Minecraft. Later quest sets will be added to introduce some of the more advanced mods available. So, let's go ahead and get in here. We have currently 62 mods in total, or quests in total. I don't know if that's going to change at all. We have 20 lives. So I don't know if we're going to have any way to gain additional lives, but we're going to have to be careful with that. So let's take a look. We got Stone Age first. So, welcome to TerraFirmaCraft, where we learn everything about Minecraft has changed. TerraFirmaCraft is a total conversion that changes most of the things we know about how to play Minecraft. The first thing we will want to do to survive is to go and find some sticks and rocks. Sticks and rocks can be found randomly on the ground, and sticks also from breaking leaves on trees. So we need to find 7 sticks and 7 rhyolite rocks. So we can find rocks laying around on the ground. Now, was that a rhyolite rock? No, that's a claystone rock, so that is not exactly what we want. So we apparently are not in the right area for that. I don't know if it's going to count these for us. No, it looks like we are, well, let me just check here. That's a manual detect. Nope, we are going to have to find the appropriate rock. Well, that kind of stinks. So I have played around a little bit with TerraFirmaCraft in the past. We do have some major changes that I can address right away. The first one is crafting of tools. Oh, we have a native platinum nugget. That is nice. So I'm going to leave that on the ground here for just a second, because that indicates that somewhere underground here there is platinum. But so we're going to start out with an axe. We take our rock and we have to knap the rock, and that involves having at least 2 rocks in your inventory and using one to chip the other. So we chip off a certain pattern and we get ourselves an axe head. Now there are a few other things that we can do here, and I'm going to do at least one other right away, and this one is for a knife blade, and this will allow us to make a little stone knife. We can break grass with a stone knife and it'll give us thatch, I believe. And then to make our tools, we simply combine the head with a stick, and that will give us our tools. So we're going to move a little bit of stuff around here. Now, one thing about TerraFirmaCraft is that if you break the bottom block on a tree, it will break the entire tree. And sometimes this can take a while. And as you can tell, we don't get full block logs, we get these little logs. Oh, okay, I see, it broke more than one tree. So we've got 16 of these oak logs, and later on we'll have to make a saw to cut these up into planks, and then we can actually make blocks. Now we can place these back down on the ground by pressing shift, which is kind of nice, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. So now, as I said, you can break the tall grass. I guess it gives straw, not thatch. But so we'll go ahead and gather up a little bit of resources here. And we're going to have to go and explore to try to find those rhyolite rocks. So it looks like we've got some things here. I guess this is another thing about TerraFirmaCraft, is that you can walk through leaves. So this kind of looks like bamboo and cordgrass. Short tasseled bamboo. So what can we do with this stuff? No idea. So looks like this stuff is going to give us wood. So like I said, I have never done anything with this mod pack. I have no idea what to expect from it. So this gave us quite a bit of that stuff. I have no idea what we can do with that. Looks like we can use it as a building block. And a hanging plant? I have no idea. So we'll just have to keep in mind that there's some stuff laying around here. Just keep grabbing some rocks. Now I also know that our falling height is severely reduced with TerraFirmaCraft. We can only fall from a short distance and we just instantly die. Health has changed substantially. You'll notice that my health is slowly dropping. That is due to no food consumption. So there's a lot of little things, and we have a deer. So I think we have a couple of deer here. I'm going to quickly make some javelins. That's done by taking the corners out of 3 sides, and we can make a javelin head. I'm going to make a couple of these. Okay, and then same as usual, we'll combine these heads with a stick, which I don't have any sticks. So quickly grab some sticks. See, oh, there's a stick. Okay, so we'll combine these, get some javelins. Boy, those deer are kind of loud. So come back here. Come back here. I can't tell where it went. Kind of hard to see through the trees. I don't know where it went. There it is. I think that's it. This might be a different one. Whoa! Moving fast. There we go. So that gave us a medium rawhide, some venison, looks like 24 ounces is all, and some bones. Well, that wasn't much venison. Usually you get a lot more than that off of a deer. But yeah, we need to keep exploring, looking for some rocks. So I think what I'm probably going to do here, unless I find something really interesting for a little bit, I'm going to just go ahead and break here for a little bit, see if I can find some of those rhyolite rocks, and I will be back after. Oh, this is real quick. This is something. So these hot springs, you can heal in these if you're injured. Obviously, right now I'm not injured, so I don't have to worry about it. But they're very obvious because the water looks different and they've got steam coming off of them. So if we do decide on a permanent location for a base, I would like to have a hot spring somewhere nearby. Oh, and I forgot, we have Forestry of Minecraft, so we have hives. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff to do here. I'm not sure how the interaction of all of the mods is going to work. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and break here, see if I can find what we're looking for, and I will be back in a little bit. That almost looks like a storm brewing. So we do have, I can't remember the name of the mod, but it does localized weather, and storms can develop into tornadoes. So this is really quite an interesting looking effect here. It actually looks fairly realistic. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, I haven't really found anything. I found a whole bunch of platinum laying out here. But I think I'm going to get away from that storm just in case it turns into something nasty. And yep, I'll be back in a bit. So guys, we have nighttime. We have cows around here, and we have a lava pool. Now, one thing that we have run into a problem with is we need food. So the first thing that we do for food is we take 2 sticks, put them together, and that will make a fire starter. So this says fire pits and forges must be properly sheltered. So that's something that I haven't seen in the past, and I think one of our cows just died. So I think our best bet here is probably going to be to kill these cows and save them. But so now what we'll do is we'll throw a couple of sticks on the ground and we'll use the fire starter on them. And I think these are actually on the wrong block. So we'll throw a few sticks on the ground. And there we go. So we made ourselves a fire pit. And I hear a zombie coming on us. And it's raining. So I think that cow only gave us nothing. So, oh my gosh, that's loud. So I definitely want to break a little bit of dirt. We're going to see if we can get the hide. Okay, large hide is a good thing to have because that is necessary for making a bed. Or at least a straw bed. And another thing that I forgot to mention here was that we have to have water to drink, and oh my gosh, this is turning ugly fast. So, I think what we may do is just run. So yep, I think I'm probably going to be running all night, and yep, I guess I'll see you guys in the morning. Well guys, you'll have to excuse the thunder, but I had to show you this. So this is a very important part of the game, and that is clay. And we managed to find a deposit, but I still have not found anything useful yet as far as for completing quests. So I think I've got enough clay for a little bit. And once again, it's nighttime. So yeah, we got a ravine coming up here. So I'm just gonna keep on moving here. And hopefully I can find those rocks here before too long. So I'll see you guys after a little bit. So guys, I've been sitting here in a hole in the ground at night, and I just thought I'd take a look at the quest book, and I realized that we actually were getting credit for the rocks we were picking up, so we'll go ahead and claim this reward. This is going to give us 5 andesite rocks and a full heart. So that was pretty loud. So we're going to go back one here, and we've got napping. So stone tool fundamentals. Okay, we'll start rocks into tools. To begin napping a stone tool, you need to have at least 2 rocks. Using the andesite rocks provided, right-click while you are in your hotbar to open the napping interface. The patterns for napping are available in any eye. So that wanted us to make a stone axe head. Then we needed fundamental tree feller. Combine your stone axe head with a stick in your crafting slot to craft your first stone axe. In TerraFirmaCraft, weapons now deal different types of damage. The axe deals slashing damage. Slashing damage is effective against zombies and endermen. So this will give us 16 more andesite rocks and another full heart. And we have the choice of a basalt rock or a gneiss rock. I'm not sure that I pronounced that correctly, but I'm not sure which one of those we want. I think we're going to go with the gneiss rock just because. So, oh, we don't have enough inventory space. So we'll just go ahead and eat this seaweed. Now I got this by using my knife on some seagrass, I think it was. And I guess I didn't show how to make this shovel, but we're going to go ahead and toss that out because we'll need to make another one here in a little bit. We can consume this heart to give ourselves another life. And that gives us 3 inventory spots. That's all we need for this. So we'll go ahead and claim our reward. Alright. So now we have more on stone tools and fire pits. So, where we learn the primitive means to cook things. The fire pit is made by throwing 3 sticks on the ground and lighting that block by right-clicking with the fire starter. If you are successful, a fire pit will appear. The fire pit burns logs. If the fire pit is exposed to rain, it will go out. Things you want to cook go in the top rightmost slot. Place a stick in to make a torch. Torches are your early source of light, but they burn out over time or if they are exposed to rain. A torch can be relit by right-clicking it with another torch. So, that's our next goal there. And then I guess we had another quest here where you learn about tools added by TerraFirmaCraft that you will need to know about to survive. So the stone javelin, we already did this. A javelin is a throwing weapon that can also be used in melee. The javelin does piercing damage, which is most effective against bears, creepers, endermans, and wolves. Skeletons are immune to piercing damage. It is in general will be the best weapon to use while in the Stone Age. Okay, so we already made a stone javelin, then we have a stone knife. Now make a knife with the andesite rocks provided. The knife is a multi-purpose tool that can cut long grass into straw, cut the decay off food, to be used as a piercing weapon as a last resort. It is also one of the few that you can make more than one head at a time. So I already showed how to make 2 stone knives. So then we have the stone hammer. The last tool you need to make with your andesite rocks is a stone hammer. The stone hammer is primarily used to make the stone anvil, which will be used later. Hammers deal crushing damage, which is most effective against endermen and skeletons. It seems like pretty much everything is effective against endermen. So we'll just quick look here at our hammer. And we should see now the hammerhead, stone hammerhead, and this is the shape that we need to make in our napping for that. So we will go ahead, we'll use our clay stone for this. So this is just kind of a wherever you make that pattern type deal. And then we will make ourselves a hammer. And before we go back into the quest book, we'll eat our heart. And we are short on inventory space. So, not sure what to get rid of here. But man, this weather sounds are really loud, so... apparently that's not... Well, yeah, it was. Okay, so we will turn the weather sounds down. I don't want them completely off, but I do want them turned down. So, actually it looks like our weather disappeared. So, what else can we get rid of here? We'll get rid of our axe and this beat-up javelin. Okay, so we have a full heart, 4 stone javelin heads, and then we can choose between a stone knife, stone hammerhead, and a quarter of a heart. Now, these are so easy to make, I don't know why I would want to take them. Quarter of a heart is kind of a problem because it's going to take up inventory space for a while, but I kind of want the extra lives for later on. So once again, we will consume our heart, and let's see here. Yep, I think it's just about time that we get back out in the open. So now we have a hide bed. So this is what I was talking about. Too uncomfortable to sleep on, but useful. You can craft a basic bed by placing a large rawhide on 2 blocks of thatch. To get a large rawhide, you will need to kill a bear or a cow. Well, you can't sleep on it, it will set your spawn point. So, we just need to make 2 blocks of thatch, which, that takes 4 of these, so, yep, there we go. And that's going to give us another full heart and some andesite rocks. And we've got more stuff available here, but I think I'm going to have to check and see where we're at for time on the episode. And, yep, I will be back in just a bit. So we still have a little bit of time here, guys, and I was just decided I'd come out and take a look around, and I realized this is a really good spot for us to go ahead and build our base at. And part of that is because there is an apple tree right here. So we can make additional trees by breaking these branches here on the tree, but for now I'm going to leave that alone. Let that guy harvest. Also, we have goldenrod over here, which goldenrod only grows on clay. So we have a ready supply of clay, we have an apple tree for food, and we have a hot spring right in front of where we have been hiding in our hole in the ground. So that is all very good to see. We also have a soybean here on the hill, so that's some more food. So what we're going to do is we are going to place down our 2 blocks of thatch and a large rawhide, and we will get our straw and hide bed. And of course we can only sleep at night. But yep, that will solve that issue. I'm going to grab my fire starter back, and we are going to look just a little more at the quest book here. So the next thing I want to get into, because I need some storage, is pottery. So learning how to make and fire clay pots. To find a clay deposit, look for goldenrod flowers on grass, which I just said we had over here. So we're just going to run over here, and I guess I must have knocked down a sapling and I had no inventory space for it. So what can I throw on the ground? I think what we'll throw on is dirt, and then we can replant this sapling and pick our dirt back up. So then we need one of these goldenrods, and we have some more soybeans over here. Nice. So we'll drop our dirt again, go into our quest book, and now small pottery items. So we need to make a clay vessel, a clay jug, and a clay bowl. So I am going to go ahead and place this goldenrod back down, and we're going to head back over here to our little hole in the ground because it looks like it's getting to be nighttime again. And I'm just going to put a block of dirt there. And we are going to look at what does it take to make these pottery items. So we needed a vessel, a bowl, and I don't remember what the other one was, but we'll get these real quick. So the clay vessel is done with knapping clay, and we just take the corners out of each one. Now there's another recipe here. I don't know what that's about, but we can apparently put dye onto a vessel before we fire it. And then the other thing that we needed here was a bowl, which is a huge amount of knapping. So we're going to take our clay here, and also it shows how much clay we use for each one. So we're going to go ahead and take the corners out here. That'll make a clay vessel. And we are going to make a couple of those, actually. Yep, I guess we're going to be making this one into a bowl. So we'll make our bowl. And let's see here. Actually, I think I want to find out what was the last thing we needed. A clay jug. So the jug is done by making this weird shape, which I should have known. But yeah, that is something that I have made in the past. So there we go. There's a clay jug. So now what we need to do is we need to make a little hole in the ground out here, which we have. And I suppose we'll just take and go ahead and throw our clay here. And we need to shift click those on the ground. So you can see they just kind of occupy a space in the four corners of the ground. And then, oh, I guess we have to manually detect those. No, I guess we don't. So larger pottery items, we need to make a large vessel now as well. So let's go ahead and pick our clay back up. Grab a little more because this might take a little more. And we need the vessel again. And the large vessel is made like this. So we're going to go ahead and nap out the center of this clay. We'll get a large vessel. And yay, we gained ourselves a spot in our inventory. So where can we place this? Suppose we'll just dig a hole in the ground up here. And this takes up the entire space by itself. So I think that's everything there, so we need to pick one. And I am actually going to pick the ceramic vessel instead of the quarter heart, because I need that, whoops, I need that right away. Oh, apparently we're not done yet. Okay, so fire pit kiln. So a fire pit kiln is made in a 1 block deep hole. The ground cannot be dry or on a clay deposit. Each kiln requires 8 straw and 8 logs to fire. You can place an unfired clay object by shift-clicking into the hole. After you have placed up to 4 small items or 1 large item, fill the pit with 8 straw and then 8 logs. Light the logs with a fire starter to start the kiln. So I do need to get a little bit of straw here. And I just picked up something else. So we're going to need at least 16 straw, and this grass will grow back over time, so that's good. And we are being really risky here doing this at night, but yeah, it's one of those things that we're going to have to do. So we have enough to do one of these at the moment. So I think what we're going to do is this one over here first. So we put in our 8 straw, and then we need some logs. I guess we have enough logs. So these we'll place in quite simply. Then we take our fire starter. Yeah, it didn't light. There it goes. So we'll let that burn, and I think I saw a creeper over here. Maybe not. What am I seeing there? Oh, it's a hive. A wintry hive. So then once again we'll throw our straw in here. And this is going to be a little bit of a waiting game on this. So what I'm going to do, oops, I'm going to break this block back down. And I'm going to light this one as well. And once all of this stuff has fired up, I will be back. Alright, well our picked kilns are done here, so unfortunately I don't have much room here. So let's see here, I think I need an empty hand to pick this up. So I just want to see here if the quest book will register that as working. Yep, okay, so we can go ahead and come over here and place this large vessel down. And then we can grab some of our other stuff. Now that should register that we've picked up our ceramic vessel, yes. So what we can do with these, we hold them out in the air and right click, and we get 4 slots to put things in. And we can put our rocks in there or whatever. So this will give us some storage space, and then we can place them down on the ground. So let's see here, what else do we have here? We have our water jug and our bowls. which apparently I have to have an empty hand to do that. So we have all of our items there. That allows us to take our reward, and like I said, I'm going to take the ceramic vessel and claim the reward. So once again, we got another full heart, so we'll go ahead and use that. And we have 25 lives remaining. Now we also have our ceramic jug now, which we can fill with water and get a drink from time to time, so that will be very helpful. But I'm going to go ahead and throw my seeds that I've picked up over the exploration here. And yeah, I think this bismuth we'll throw in there as well. And yep, I think that we're going to have to call it a day here. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you want to see more of this. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!